To see quickly about basically the general thoughts, how in layman terms you can understand the pension schemes. At least we are going to discuss about two and three second and third pension scheme. If you have been following my previous video, then you would know that there we have categorized pension schemes in three parts: first, second, and third. First is ordinary pension scheme. Second is the international pension scheme, which is 53A, and the third one is basically the no pension scheme or exemption from pension, which is only for international crowd, I would say. So starting with this video, here we will basically quickly see how the second and third pension schemes are basically simplified. So among options two and three, the only difference I find is that option two will keep my pension money and invest it. That's what I said in previous video. So it's like almost same as you take the pension money. In second case, I'm telling you the international pension scheme or 53A is where basically as same as you take out the pension money with you, you invest it on yourself and let it grow. And same with the third, basically third option. So I find is that option two will keep my pension money and invest it, tax it normally, and I can take it out in future if and when I decide to leave Denmark. While with option three, same, I get it as salary and can choose to do the same in another investment if I want, as a complementary insurance. So option two allows you or gives you multiple insurances. We will see in upcoming slides what exact insurance you get here, but they are still basically ambiguous. I mean, the count of types of insurances, for example, your health insurance, your unemployment insurance, or your spouse and children insurance, they might hinder or they might differ from pension scheme one versus scheme two. So this is what like the major difference is between the scheme one and scheme two. Well, option three is the same. I get it as salary and can choose to do the same in another investment if I want to. Mine is a complementary insurance. So in summary, it's a choice between keep money aside, let it grow, and take the whole sum plus interest payout when you leave, which is the 53A scheme or pension scheme two, international pension scheme, versus take the money now, invest by your own methods or not, your choice, and pay for additional insurance. So this is what like the nutshell difference between scheme 2 versus scheme 3 is: the international pension scheme 53A versus exemption. So I hope this is pretty clear. If it's not, feel free to comment and discuss everything with me in the comments. Okay, now we will quickly see pros and cons of ordinary pension scheme. We'll see pros and cons of international pension scheme, and we will see pros and cons of exemption from pension scheme. And then we'll see tips and tricks, and then we'll finish the slides. So, uh, coming to pros and cons of ordinary pension scheme. So, you save more money than two and three. So, when I'm using one, two, and three now, I'll not tell full name, but when I'm using one, two, and three, it's quite understood that one is the ordinary pension scheme, two is international pension scheme, and three is exemption. So, you save more money than two and three in one. For people staying or want to stay longer in Denmark, this scheme is for those people. State contributes two-third and you contribute one-third. When I say you, it's like the amount that you are going to pay from your salary each month. It also includes disability insurance, which will provide you with the financial security if you are unfit to work. Pension for your partner or children, which will provide your family with financial security in the event of your untimely death. And you basically check more about group life insurances if you are interested in checking out more. But these are like quite a lot of benefits out of just paying pension money as a pension scheme from your monthly salary. Taxes at the time of withdrawal levied on maturity of the fund. So when you are going to retire, let's say in 665, at the age of 65 or 69, when you are taking money, taxes are being imposed at that time. And whatever tax rate is there at that duration, you are going to pay that. So tax will be deducted when you request that your pension savings are paid out. Any return on investment will be taxed at 15%, which is lower than usual rate of tax for returns on investments in Denmark, which is average of 30 to 42%. So you can apply for this PAL tax when you are basically not in Denmark, but still contributing to the pension, I guess. I'm pretty sure about this that return on investment will be taxed at 15% at the time of your retirement, and it's not before that. So you have to apply for this PAL tax separately. Then yeah, so this is what in nutshell is tax will be deducted when you request your pension savings are paid out. Basically, it's the 60% tax that you're going to pay. Again, if you choose to take out your pension savings when your employment ends, for example, if you are a PhD student or a postdoc and you say that, okay, I'm gonna leave this country now and take out this all money with you, and you are not of the retirement age, the current taxation rate and administrative fee is approximately 60%. So if you choose to take out your pension savings when you reach retirement age, the taxation rate will depend on your tax situation and prevailing pension tax legislation at that time. So it's quite understandable. Like if you are doing a premature withdrawal, you are going to pay 60% tax. This includes basically the tax. 60% includes the tax as well as the early withdrawal fees. However, if you are basically taking this money out at your actual retirement age, which is like on maturity, then probably you are not going to face such high taxes. Rather, you will be paying the liable taxes, whatever you are responsible for, basically. So this is what it says. If you choose to take out your pension savings when you reach retirement age, the taxation rate will depend on your tax situation at that time. Okay, there are a few pros of 53A, but along with that, there are also a few drawbacks of 53A. So just let me tell you again, I'm not creating any bias here. I'm not putting any suggestion. I'm just displaying or I'm just informing what exactly is basically summarized out of all these different sources. And I'm not at all suggesting you to go with any of these pension schemes or basically making a decision on the basis of this video series. Coming back to the slide, so if you are going with this International Pension Scheme 53A, then your monthly pension contribution is calculated as 17.1% of your base salary, plus any pensionable supplements. You will grow less money because taxes will be paid. So if you end up staying, you might regret this decision. Under this scheme, your monthly pension contribution will be taxed immediately as salary according to your current tax status when it is transferred to your pension fund. This means that you will pay income tax on your pension contribution every month, which apparently sums up to very less money for you to grow, right? Because if you consider time value of money, if you invest more at today, you basically will be creating a lot more or a lot more in 40 or 30 year of time span. And if you consider time value of money, you're going to get rather more money if you have invested more money previously 30 years ago, which is today. So this is how it differs actually. So with one and two, you will benefit from additional health insurance coverage and some extra benefit provided by pension companies, such as compensation for inability to work due to an accident, access to private doctors and practitioners. We'll see more benefits of the pension scheme one in further slides. Coming to pros and cons of third scheme, which is exemption from pension scheme. So third is, in my opinion, a no-go. It would only make sense to choose three if your employer is not matching your pension contribution. And since I have already told you that your employer, if you are a state employee, then state is basically going to match your contribution and will also contribute on your behalf. So the amount that you are going to invest in the pension fund, the same amount your employer also usually invested. As I already mentioned in my previous slides, the two-third is something that your employer pays, and one-third is something that you pay. So if your employer is not matching your pension contribution and you do not care about the added benefits of the pension scheme, which are insurances, etc. So there are some other elements to take into consideration that are little more complex only if you end up staying here. So there are different clause and other factors that might change your returns, that might change your decisions. So whatever decision you make, you either ask your advisor, which is the pension fund manager, or make a educated decision. Don't just follow the video blindly. So this is all for this video. We will see more details in the next video. Thank you.